This topic is called solving a quadratic equation with complex roots. So when we have a quadratic equation, we can write it at a generic quadratic equation as ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. And when we have a quadratic equation, we can use a quadratic formula to find the zeros or where the parabola crosses the x-axis. And there's actually a song that goes with it for the quadratic formula. And I'm sorry, but you'll just have to suffer through it. X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So this is the formula we're going to be using. So in our example, a is equal to 2, b is equal to -1, and c is equal to 6. So we are trying to find our solutions. Because they told us it's going to be complex solutions, we know that there's going to be I, like an I in the answer. So x equals negative b is a 1 plus or minus square root b squared is 1 minus 4 times 2 times 6 all over 2 times 2. So inside the square root, we have 4 times 2 times 6 subtracted from 1. So 1 minus 48 is negative 47. So x equals 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 47 all over 4. Now, when we have a negative square root, a square root of a negative number, that is equal to I times the square root of the positive of that number. So the square root of -1 is equal to I. So that's why we can bring out the -1 as an I. So those are our two solutions. We have 1 plus I square root 47 all over 4. And then we have another fraction, which is 1 minus I square root 47 over 4. And let's do another example. Let's see if we use these ABC. Okay, so we'll just put in our ABC here. A is 3, B is 4, and C is 5. So x equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. So we are going to do 4 times 3 is 12 times 5 is 60. And we're going to do 16 minus 60 is 44. Negative 44. So we have -4 plus or minus square root -44 all over 6. 44 is 4 times 11, and 4 is 2 times 2. So we have a pair of 2's under the square root, and we have that negative. So I'm just going to bring the I out. 2 times 2 times 11. This is a pair all over 6. So we have -4 plus or minus 2i root 11 over 6. In the numerator, we're going to factor out a 2. So we're left with -2 plus or minus I root 11. And in the denominator, we have 6. So we can divide the 6 by 2 and get 3. So our final answer is a fraction with -2 plus I root 11 over 3. And our second answer is -2 minus I root 11 over 3. It would be super nice if they gave us a plus minus sign, don't you think? Okay, that's the end of the lesson.